I can't really resist it. I want to make a handbag with it. I love this fabric. I only have this little bit. I have thought of making a mini skirt with it, but I can't resist it. I want to make a nice handbag, a colorful, summery one with a wide straps. Sometimes when you go shopping, when you go to take your kid to the park, the handbags are uncomfortable. Sometimes you don't want to carry a sachet either way, and I want a nice comfy bag I can cross on my chest and things like that. And I have this wide ribbon to go with it from the same shop. What do you need? Fabric of your choice. You can make it from any fabric you like. Anyone you have from a previous project, a patchwork one, anything, or something you fell in love with. A bit of interfacing to make it a bit more structure if it's too thin or too whimsy. Then we need some fabric for the inside if you want to line it. So I'm going to use this blue one and something to use as a strap. If you don't have a strap, what you can do is from the same material, fold it in 4 and then top stitch it, and it will be really strong. And then I have this, you don't need them either, but they are probably from a previous handbag. So just to give it a bit of something. The handbag is going to be really simple. It's going to be like a watermelon slice. So this half a circle thing. So I'm going to make it in 40 centimeters, and then the depth is the one you like. I'm going to give it 30. Then I'm going to be needed a strip of fabric of 10 centimeters wide and the length of my handbag, and then 2 little ones for the zip situation. Because the selvage edge is so cute with these little fringy things, I'm going to use it for the outside of the zipper, and that way it gives it a bit of something, not to the inside, you'll see, to the outside of the handbag. So, and I'm going to be using the pinking shears, so nothing frays. And one tip where we have too many fabrics, too many layers of fabric to cut, is to cut 1 or 2 first and then use that as a pattern to cut the other. And to cut the lining, I'm going to use the first fabric I cut as a pattern. And this fabric was from IKEA, from when they used to sell fabrics by the meter here in Tenerife. They don't do anymore, it's such a pity, but it's quite good for this kind of jobs. It's a poplin, all cotton, so it's going to be lovely and soft. And with a bit of interfacing, so it's a bit thicker and stable, we can start sewing them together. And one thing that happened today that has never happened to me before is that I could see the fabric shrinking while I was interfacing. I don't know why. The minute I put the iron on top, it went smaller and smaller. So I hope it doesn't affect the rest of the sewing. Let's see. And for the zip, I'm going to just sew the 2 sides of the handbag, the lining and the fabric, right sides together with the zip in between. And then when I open it the other side, I can top stitch it, and that's it. Really easy, really simple. And this zip is one of those that come apart, so it's really comfortable to sew together. I'm going to create two handbags, one of the good fabric and one of the lining, and then sew them together. So the steps are going to be the same. I'm going to sew the bottom, the straight piece of fabric, to both sides, right sides together, and I'm going to measure from the middle to the side so I don't twist it or anything like that. And when we have a straight piece of fabric to sew into a curvy one, what we're going to do is to put the straight one underneath and then the curve on top, and this way we can start moving the curve and making it possible to sew them together. If not, we can stretch it and it will be a bit more difficult, at least for me. I just realized I haven't cut anything for pockets, so I'm going to cut just a bit of rectangle of material, of the blue one, so I can sew it inside in the lining and just fold it and sew it on top with top stitching, because it's always useful for keys and small things. Well, I left a little bit of the lining open on the bottom of the lining, and I'm going to access the inside of the handbag from there so I can sew it from the inside. And I'm going to sew the strap as well. This is a beautiful strap for this, and with the little loops I have. It's only just for as an ornament, because I'm not going to add any thing to make the strap longer or shorter. I'm just going to sew it as it is. It's for me. I'm not going to change my mind wanting it longer or shorter. I just like handbags one way. So I'm going to sew the loop. Not like this, one strap on top of the other. It's a lot of fabric, so I'm going to take advantage and sew it side to side. This way it's less fabric to sew on top with the strap, and it's a bit of something. It adds a bit of style to it. So the straps are going to be 25 centimeters, loop in the middle, and I'm going to stitch it so it doesn't move. So I don't know how many times I've sewn the handbag together. Every time the last 3 times the camera ran out of battery, I didn't realize, so you didn't see that. But I've had so many problems sewing it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's the worst thing, because in my mind I have the steps clear. I have to sew all the lining together and then all the handbag together with the strap, and then handbag plus lining. But the minute I turn it right sides out, it sort of mixes between, and I don't know what to do. I've tried pinning, I've tried basting, but it's the same. The minute I put it right size, wrong size out, I sort of lose what I'm doing. So I don't know. Let's try again. It has to come. It has. I mean, I have to do it. It's no other way. So this is how it's looking, really nice in my opinion. I found that, of course, the strap is quite thick, so when you want to sew it together, you need to be patient, go slowly, because if you go fast, or at least it happened to me, that when I went fast, the thread broke many times. And a needle as well. So slowly and in the middle length, not in the fourth one like I always have it, in the longest length I have, but in the middle, in number 2 in my case. So little by little, let's sew the strap together. Just folding twice and sewing it to the loop. And then for the rest of the strap, it's just what you like really, because I want to be able, for example, to wear it as a normal handbag, but also side to side. If I'm busy in the supermarket or anything, it's more comfortable to have it like this. So it's just a matter of taste, really, what you like. You just cut that measurement. So in the end, I was able to do it. I'm quite pleased with it. I like it with the fringes and everything. The zip looks nice, and the strap. I love the strap. Thicker straps, not thicker, wide straps are really comfortable because they don't hurt your shoulder, and because it's light fabric, it's a lightweight handbag, it isn't heavy either. So that's amazing. I love how I can wear it on my shoulder or like this. This is really comfortable if you're busy, if you need both arms and you don't want your handbag falling all the time. So it's really comfy. I love it. So I'm quite pleased with it, and I like the length. I didn't want it longer. The longer handbag is, the more heavy it can be. So this is perfect. It's just what I wanted. I love the fabric. I love having chosen it to do this. So let me know down in the comments what you thought. If you like this idea, I think I have to do more handbags because they're really comfy. They are nice, and they can make your outfit really nice as well. So I'll leave you a link here, all handbags, so you can have a look. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot, and that way you don't miss anything, because I upload twice a week. And I'll see you, or I don't know, next week. Bye.
Si no viene nadie, cruza de frente. La van a multar por jaywalking.